Hi everybody. Today I am going to share a little bit about our new strawberry patch in the youth garden. So I'm here at the farm and I'm standing in our youth garden right here. So about 2 weeks ago, we came out here with our new strawberry plants, and when they come just kind of a leaf or two attached to a long dangling root. And so we came out here and we planted them in the ground. So I'm standing right here at our strawberry patch. All right, here are our strawberry plants and our strawberry patch. You can see we're right here next to the medicinal herb garden in the youth garden. And we have about I'd say 4 rows of strawberry plants growing right here. And they went in the ground 2 weeks ago. And now you can see they've already gotten a lot bigger. This is it right here. It's got all those nice little ridged leaves. And it didn't have all of those when they went in the ground. They're already growing, which is so exciting to see. We planted 3 varieties of strawberries. We planted ones called Jewel, Sparkle, and Early Glow. Aren't those fun names? So we're gonna see, they're all gonna actually take, this whole year they'll just be growing and getting strong, and they'll make strawberries for us next spring. Okay, so what I've done now is I've added some water to our strawberry field so you can see it's gotten a little darker looking. I wanted to give it a nice good watering. And then I grabbed this bale of straw. So what we're going to do to protect these strawberries is we're going to put the straw down in the strawberry patch amongst the plants and just leave the plants poking through. What that's going to do is it's going to protect the soil. It will prevent some weeds, but many weeds will still poke through, but it will keep the moisture in, and it'll just be generally good to help protect the strawberries and keep them from getting too overgrown by weeds too quickly before we can come get them out of there. So this is what it looks like before. And just get handfuls of the straw and start to layer it down. So here is our finished mulched with straw strawberry patch. So now we just got to give it some time to grow and let those strawberries get some strength to be able to make strawberries for us next year. I'll show you a little closer. What we did is we put the straw all around, but then made sure that our strawberry plants themselves are still poking up. I know it can be a little hard to see on the video, but we did make sure to save them some little spots. You can see them right there. There you go. Hi, I'm here in my backyard today to tell you a little bit more about growing strawberries. We looked at the strawberry patch at the farm and what it looked like there. I'm also going to show you what the strawberries I grow in my backyard look like, and just tell you a little bit more about tips for growing strawberries if you're interested in doing it yourself or just want to learn more about it. So here in my backyard we have strawberries that have been growing for more than 1 year. So we'll get a chance to see what the flowers look like. We're not quite at the fruit stage yet, but there are a couple starting to form. Not red yet, but we can see what some of the green fruits look like. So let's take a look at those. Right here is where we have a little pot full of strawberries here. And so these are what the flowers look like. You can see they have a beautiful white color with a yellow inside. And then as the petals fall off, that inside is going to start to form our fruit. So there's the fruit, and that'll get bigger and bigger and turn red. Homegrown strawberries are always going to be super delicious and sweet because as soon as you pick a strawberry, the sugars in it start to turn into starches. So the closer you eat them to when they've been picked, whether you're getting them homegrown or from your farmer's market, you're going to get really nice, tasty strawberries that way. There are a lot of different varieties of strawberries you can grow. The varieties that we've grown here at my house and at the farm are part of a category called June-bearing strawberries, which means that they grow most of their berries all in one burst, usually in the springtime, June, but sometimes earlier, sometimes a little later. The varieties we're growing at the farm are called Jewel, Sparkle, and Early Glow. So they'll all be ready at slightly different times, but all kind of in bursts where there's a bunch of strawberries for a few weeks and then they're pretty much done for the year. Plants that you put in the first year are not going to grow fruit. They take a whole year to just become a really strong plant, get rooted, and be able to actually produce fruit. And the way that you help make sure that they save their energy and get strong enough to grow fruit the next year is by actually pinching off the flower buds in that first year. So over at the strawberry patch at the farm, that's what we'll do this year in order to have a nice crop of strawberries next spring. Once they start producing, your plants will probably give you a good crop of strawberries for about 3 to 5 years. So they are a perennial plant, meaning they'll come back year after year, but they won't last forever. When you're growing in a patch like we are at the farm, there's lots of space, and you want to leave that space because strawberry plants actually shoot out runner plants. Sometimes people call them daughter plants. They shoot out and they will actually take root next to the original plant and then grow some fruit. So you want to leave space and you want to let them take root, not all of them, but some of them. And that'll sort of fill in your strawberry patch and make it just even more productive and just full of plants. To make sure your strawberries grow well, you want to make sure to keep the area as weed-free as possible, especially in their early days. You also want to choose an area that has a lot of sun and moist, well-drained soil is what strawberries like. That's important for them to grow well. And one of the ways that you can keep the area weed-free is by adding mulch around the plants like we just did on the farm with all that straw. Another important step in caring for your strawberry plants is to take care of them at the winter and fall. You want to cut down most of the leaves, put a few inches of mulch like straw on it, and let that really pile on to keep those plants safe throughout cold weather. And then what you'll do is in the springtime, when the danger of frost is gone, you will remove that straw and open your strawberries again to get lots of sun and start to produce for the year. We are so excited to have strawberries growing at the farm next year in our strawberry patch, and we're going to take care of it really well this year so that we can have lots of delicious fruit next spring. I like to just eat strawberries just straight from the garden as a snack, or even straight from the farmer's market or grocery store just as a snack, but there are definitely lots of recipes you can use them in too. What's your favorite way to eat a strawberry? Well, thank you guys for joining me at the farm and here at my house. I hope you learned a little something about what it takes to grow strawberries, and I hope you'll come get to see them at the farm next year. Thanks for joining me for today's leaf lesson.